you send them in, please? As far as I'm concerned, what I have in front of me here is 14 of Britain's best prospects. I, and only I, am the one who's going to fire you people one by one every week until I've got my apprentice. So you can forget about flicking your hair back and flashing your eyes and having a handsome attack, because it ain't going to make any difference. Never, ever, ever underestimate me, because you will be making a fatal error. I know everything in my business. I can tell you where every screw and every nut and every bolt is in my company. I don't like liars. I don't like cheats. I don't like bullshitters. I don't like schmoozers. I don't like arse-lickers. Nick, give me the numbers. Well, I am very impressed, I've got to tell you. Not a lot of people impress me. Well, they seem to celebrate their victory, didn't they?
Yes. I mean, that's a hell of a result.
You know, I would have bet everything I had on the girls winning that one, being flowers, you know. But there you go. They must be great salesmen, that's all I can say. There's a bit of trouble in that camp.
I think so.
There's a bit of trouble in that camp. So why did you sell stuff after 2 hours below cost? That's what I can't understand.
I made a deal.
I feel an air of panic in there. You shouldn't be bickering about it the next morning when you're out in the field, surely. Anybody can sell at a loss, though, you know? Anybody can sell at a loss.
No, of course, I appreciate that, but had I
I could go out in the street and sell £10 notes for £9 all day long, I can assure you.
But had I...
I've been a salesman all my life.
Yes.
OK? I know how much stuff I sold. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second. Seems to me that you got a lot of suggestions. I think I've... You know, that is bothering me a lot. You're fired. That's it. Anyway, done is done. We'll get on to the next one. These boys have kicked your ass twice. It's disappointing. Who do you think let the side down?
Allow myself...
Does that mean 50-50?
It does.
I'm not hearing good vibes here. As I said several times, they're being awfully polite. I think I've got a picture in my mind. I'm gonna give them a last chance and we'll call them back in.
I thought we did quite well.
What did you do? Toss a coin then? The job at the end was to present.
Final.
So you're saying you prepared yourself for...
What was also a problem for me is the research and development, the R&D.
And you want me to accept that? Go out, you three. Yes, I can understand that you're going to give your best because you've been instructed to give your best. But what I see, I'm not liking what I'm hearing here, and it may be that you might want to consider one day putting yourself forward to be a... Tell me, why couldn't you get one of these? Margaret? OK. Nick? You lot. And as you know, one of you is going to get fired. So how did you manage to get that satellite receiver for nothing? Valerio! Thank you very much. He's a great man, this guy. He's a great man. He's the biggest ringer going. He started out a Tottenham supporter, and then when Abramovich bought Chelsea, all of a sudden he changed his colour. Francis, will you send them in, please? Tim, what's it like, on behalf of the boys and yourself, being on the losing side? You don't seem to be so boyo about it at the moment.
How did that work for you, Miranda, do you think?
I think...
Let's get down to the brass tacks here. Stop. Who let the team down? Not looking good, is it?
You always think...
Tim? Why does this remind me of football still? Everything... Right, well, come on, Adele, then. All right. Come on. Give it to me.
OK.
Well, I agree with Adele here. Ben, you should be talking for yourself, Ben. Enda, what's the point you're making? To be black... Enough, this is bickering. You sound like two old washerwomen arguing with it.
That's what I had all day.
For the rest of you, you can get off back to the house. You three, wait out there and I'll call you back in because, as you know, one of you is going to get fired. I've got to stop this bickering because it's nonsense and try and get some sense out of it, really. Yeah. You tell me why you think you should stay. Miranda, tell me why you think you should stay here vis-a-vis this task. Just get to the bottom line, Adele, because, you know, it's not looking great here. And Adele, who should go? There's three of you now. Who should... And Miranda? Ben, there's accusations of you being a little bit lazy. You've defended your corner on that. Miranda, what I'm hearing here is that you basically rebelled. And Adele, you let me down, Adele. You have let me down. Really, you have let me down because I put my bet on you. I'll let you be the task leader this time. And I'm hearing bits and pieces about lack of control in certain areas and disorganisation. But I'll tell you what disappoints me the most. Bickering and arguing, wasting time. You're fired. What saved that Adele again was, I tend to believe her, that she disagreed with her team leader the last time, but nevertheless she got stuck in and got behind her. What I can't tolerate is that somebody in a team who was, what I feel was disruptive. And therefore, if they're disruptive, they're no bloody good, because you don't need saboteurs in the team. You might not agree with what your boss is doing, but you've got to get your head down and get on and do it. Now, I've got a friend of mine who's got a corner shop. You will show them the utmost respect. Do you understand? Good morning. Good morning. Tim, you lot were very enthusiastic, hustling, bustling around, creating a lot of excitement. You look very, very busy. You people, you're going to come back in here later. We're going to go through this thing in much greater detail. Oh, Francis, can you send them in, please? Of course. Tim, why didn't you win? But you didn't win.
We didn't, no.
Don't you think it was a little bit more than luck that they sold their bag? You know, you say all the nice things and all the right things. You do realise, you know, you're in the firing line here. Ben, leadership skills, what's your call on that, really? See, that don't reconcile with you being found in the storeroom lunchtime, being exhausted, as if this was too much of a trauma for you. Do you feel the pressure is building up on you to perform now, actually perform in areas which, as you keep saying to me, these are not really my forte? Sebastian, you know, we've been here several weeks now. A person has turned around to me and said, whoa, Sebastian really did, he was really, whoa, he done this, he done that. It seems to me you're a peripheral person. Tim, you make sure you don't dig a hole for yourself, Tim, by being too nice. Miriam, why did this team not win?
Ultimately...
I mean, a future employee of mine, of which one of you may be, Adele, what went wrong? Say that you was actually, you know, having a slight altercation with one of the Harrods staff about you asking him his opinion on the signage. An argument is the word. I made a specific point about these people are doing us a favour. This fellow, who I spoke to myself in the end, and your name pops up all the time of confrontation. I don't think it was only how he saw it, Adele. Ben, one of you's going today. Why'd you lose? Tell me. You know, it's an easy way out, Adele. Look, Adele, I've been around a long time, right? I want to tell you this, right? Despite what Tim might have come up with today, you was going to go. I told you to be respectful to people. You have a problem being respectful to people. Wish you well. I'm sorry about your problems that you may have with the family and emotions and all that stuff. It's a shame that it's gone this way. You lot are deadly. That's all I can say to you. If anything, you know, one would say it's cowardice. And, you know.
Listen, she's been on the losing side every time.
I'm disappointed, really, because she's bright. She's dead bright. At this time, a bit too bright for her own good. I'm sorry to say, my friend, you're fired.